on. Now, one guy who knows all about having success at the high school and then the college level is former Texas Tech defensive back Tracy Saul, a four-time All-Southwest Conference player, earned All-America honors as a junior for Spike Dykes and the Red Raiders, earning himself a spot in the Southwest Conference Hall of Fame. He now calls Waco home. He was kind enough to stop by Fox 44 and join us to talk about how he sees this game shaking out tomorrow at AT&T Stadium. As a former player, you come close like that in a game against an opponent and you see them again. What does that do to your psyche, seeing them again?
I think it's a fantastic setup for them. They've, you know, they were there. They knew they had it. So I think their psyche going into the games that they know they can do it. It was there last time, and you know, just to take the next step. That
defense has been so good all year long, and it's kept them in a lot of games. When you watch Baylor and Matt Rule and Phil Snow's defense, what do you see from them out there on the field?
They're tough, you know, and I go back to a couple of when he first got here, and everybody talked about how difficult the practices were, how much they were hitting, you know, and tackling during practice during two-a-days, and it's paying off right now because they're tough, and I think that stands out more than anything. You know, those guys are just tough and they're aggressive, and they're moving to the football.
You're a guy obviously that knows for the football in the secondary at Texas Tech, all-time leader in career interceptions. Baylor, that was an area where they struggled last year. Now they're leading the conference in interceptions, getting those turnovers. How does a turnaround like that happen?
I think there's a couple of things there. I think number one, they're more comfortable probably in the defense that they're running. They got guys that have played in that system a little bit longer. I think that's part of it, but those guys up front are a huge part of that. And the pressure that they're able to get on the quarterback with just a three-man front a lot of times. They're getting a lot of pressure on that guy, so that helps the guys in the back out a lot.
What do you see from what Lincoln Riley is doing with that offense and really what they've done to teams kind of all year long?
Yeah, you know, they just got so much talent running on that offense. You know, quarterbacks, receivers, running backs, just so much talent there. Guys up front going to, you know, a bunch of them be in the NFL soon. And but they just got so much talent, and Lincoln tries to get those guys in open spaces, you know, and when you got talent like that and you can create that, then those guys are going to make plays. And you know, so that's what he's going to try to do again Saturday night, you know, is get those guys in some open spaces where they can use their ability to go score. But, you know, again, these guys, Baylor's so aggressive, you know, and so tough in what they do that I think they'll have a hard time.
Yeah, strength is going to be. And you mentioned open space. A guy that knows exactly what to do with open space is CeeDee Lamb. As a former defensive back yourself, how do you go about trying to slow down? You probably can't stop a guy like that, right?
No, he's the guy is definitely an NFL talent, and he'll play a long time in the NFL. I don't think you can stop a guy like that, you know. You just got to play your defense that you played all year long. I think that's the key for Baylor is to just do what they've done all year long, and they'll have guys there to make plays, and I think that'll be another key for them is just to do what they've been doing and keep those guys in position to make plays.
Tracy Saul, thank you so much for stopping by and bringing your perspective, a player's perspective, and certainly one that played at a high level. Thanks so much for stopping by.
You bet. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate it.